Aboard this SpaceX Dragon capsule, seen here undocking from the International Space Station this week, rides precious, precious cargo. 12 bottles of Bordeaux and hundreds of snippets of vines from Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon varieties
And there
spent
you
the
have it,
past
the
year in outer
second.
space. A Luxembourg startup sent the grape-based experiments to space for research. The company says it plans to open a bottle or two in February for an out-of-this-world wine tasting. Meanwhile, scientists from the European Space Agency, here working on the latest version of the Vega rocket system, are preparing for a busy year. First, the agency named Austrian scientist Josef Aschbacher as its new director to begin work in June. The ESA also plans to send 2 astronauts to the ISS and begin recruitment efforts for a new team of astronauts. Europe's space agency will continue its work with NASA on the Artemis mission, which aims to land the first woman and next man on the moon by 2024. Deeper in space, the ESA has plans to retrieve Martian samples in 2022, fly by Venus in August, head to Mercury, and also to study the Sun's polar regions. Finally, this week, another warning from climatologists about rising temperatures on Earth.
Heat waves are observably more frequent in many parts of the world already, whereas with precipitation, there's much less certainty in terms of average precipitation.
Freja van Borg is a top scientist at the EU's Copernicus Climate Change Service. Their recent findings show that 2020 tied 2016 as the warmest year ever recorded.
When we look at just one year in isolation, of course, that year in itself is not a marker of climate change. But of course, without this trend, temperatures wouldn't have been as warm as they were in 2020, nor would they have been as they were in 2019 and the past years.
Von Borg says the trend shows the past 6 years as being the hottest on record. And despite the drop in carbon emissions caused by coronavirus-related slowdowns in human activity, temperatures remain on the rise. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News, Washington.